Well, that's interesting. My Stream Deck just stopped working on me. So I'll have to figure that out. What's going on? I think it has something to do with I just had to have my OBS worked on by my contractor because there was something to do with this music player. So maybe something got changed in there, the WebSocket or whatever. I think that's what it was. So I'll have to update that so it works. I could do that during the break or something like that. But welcome to it is Monday, right? Monday. It's 1/26/26. So a little bit of an interesting date. Um, yesterday we did everything artillery, self-propelled guns, SPGs. Today we're going to go right back to the grind. We're just going to be working on our tanks that we've been working on, the tiers 6, 7, and 8s that we've been working on. Of course, we've been working on this Ares, trying to learn how to play this tank, getting better at it, and the like. So you may have seen in the start soon. I actually have a sponsorship deal with Dubby, and it's energy drink that tastes really good. I just tried some. I just got it today. I wasn't going to do any kind of advertising or anything like that until I knew whether it was something that was good. And if you've ever put flavoring in your water, that's basically what it tastes like. It's nothing like the real syrupy, real heavy drinks. So there's no jitter, there's no crash or anything like that. So, um, yeah, I just have a panel on the main page for the channel that you can click on that if you want to or try some of it. Other than that, that's about as far as I'm going to go with it. And so I just put that little banner on my start soon and ending soon and break. But that's it. So I'm not going to go any farther than that probably. Since I use an avatar, you can't see me drinking it or anything like that. So, but I do drink it and I will continue to drink it. It's pretty good. It was, I had like a fruit punch flavor. They send you whatever when I order. I don't get a chance to choose. And, I like it. I thought it was pretty good. It's just like they say, it tasted a lot like when I flavor my water, which I do all the time. Okay, so all right, yeah, I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to get into the viewers that I'm going to get, and we got quite a few, so we can go ahead and start with our battling. Fortunately, the arcade mode is over. That was only through the weekend. But that was funny. I have a clip where I was slipping and sliding and I slid right into the water with my Primo Victoria. It was funnier than I just like, what just happened? It was on Glacier, and I thought all the water on Glacier was frozen. That's why I didn't even pay attention. And nope. And actually, later on in the stream, I actually fell into the water again, thinking that part of it was frozen, and it wasn't. So obviously, I made some big time mistakes there, but it was funny mistakes. So, and then I have another clip on the channel where I was we were doing arty yesterday, so I was trying to get to where I could shoot from up high, and it went right over the side and slid all the way down. It's like, okay, I couldn't do anything about it because gravity had taken over. All I could do was just go, all right, what's going on here? And we got both of those as clips. So, clips are just that. They're supposed to be kind of funny or interesting. I think there was another one we were going to do is where I one-shot a tank with my artillery. I couldn't find that one. I thought we had marked it, but I couldn't find it. But maybe Womble can find it when he goes through the videos. So we'll have to see how that works. So, okay. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and get into the battle. And this is Ares. This, if you're not familiar with this tank, this is brand new. This is the medium line that they added. 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4 tanks. They have auto cannons, so that there's no you can shoot as much as you can until the barrel gets overheated and it has to cool down. And there is no reload. It's just bam, 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 and then you let it set. You keep doing it. As long as you don't go into the red on the meter, then you're good. Problem is, I found that these these shells don't have the very good penetration in and of themselves. It's when you get a large amount of them hitting somebody, you know, or somebody has damage. Let's put it that way. So yeah, it's definitely not well a one shot kill kind of thing. It's not, no way. So, and that's kind of, you know, I guess I won't say expected, but it makes sense to me because you're able to throw so much lead downstream that, you know, downrange, if you will. It just takes a bit to take out the other team. So or the other tank, I guess not a team, but the tank, a better way of saying that. Okay, here's another one of my guys, Aries. Kind of pushing it here. I don't know if this is too far. Probably is, but we'll see. Thought there was a tank up here. No, maybe it was too far down. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. That's where he is. Oh shoot! Oh, somebody else is shooting me. Fine, I'll get down off of here. I don't get too far that way because there's a tank destroyer over there. Just would love to take out an Ares. Yep, he's gunning for me. That's the whole idea of having the invisible bullseye on my tank. They love to take out fuzzy wuzzies. Artillery has something against fuzzy wuzzies, what it boils down to. That's my opinion. That's me. Okay. Sorry, I just realized that my pretzel, the music player, was muted for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Probably when I was trying to hit. Yeah, look at we only had 4 tanks left, so and I had very little health left. All right. Okie dokie then. Yeah. We got 1 tank left. No, we don't. We got 0 tanks left. 0. Alrighty. Back to the base. Back. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. So continue battling this guy till we get him bonused. I know what they call that. We call it doubled off in the other forms of this tank game. All right. See what we got going on. All right. Get right in the thick of it here. Because usually right down these lanes is where we have all the fighting going on. Right down in the middle of town. Right in what I call the square. At least we have a good amount of tanks here to, well, that one's almost gone already, huh? Yep, he's gone. How did that not, how did that not track him? Hit him right in his tracks. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, somebody took out a tank destroyer. Right. I thought I was doing something, but I don't know if I was. What are we in here? Oh, we're in tier 9. No wonder I'm having trouble. How did I get to 3? That's just heat. No wonder I wasn't doing anything. That's silly. That's why I wasn't doing anything. Somehow I hit the 3 button and it was heat. And that's just not, doesn't have any pen. That's why I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, why wasn't I tracking these people? Oh, I thought I would have them. Thought I had them for a minute. They got them down to 237, 287, something like that. Pretty close game. All right. Here we go. We're gonna head back to the garage. Let's fight something else there for a second while we wait for this to come back. What's that TBT? That was the one from the holiday op that, you know, that was setting over there on the side. That was TBT, tier 8, something or other. This is our medium that we're playing. That goes into, I think it goes into heavies for the most part. The next tanks usually are all 3 lines are like they're heavy tanks. Well, actually, it came into the medium, so I can't say that. It went into the Aries. So I was playing that one before I got to the Aries. So, and it breaks off to 3 different lines. All right. I forgot to make a note of something. I just said something. I'd try to fix it at the break, and I can't remember what it was. Or maybe I'll remember before the break comes up. Because we are auditing. Yeah, we are going to be streaming for 3 hours tonight till 10 o'clock my time. So I started at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and we will go until 10 o'clock Central Time. I work full time, so this is about the only time I can do it during the week is in the evenings. I can do it a little bit earlier in the evenings on Friday. Friday and Saturday we go from 6 to 9. And Sunday, because of other responsibilities, I've decided to do actually no, it's 6 to 10. Yes, not 6 to 9. I did make it longer Saturday and Sunday, and then 2 to 6 on Sundays. So basically the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are 4 hours each, and then 3 hours Monday through Thursday. The goal here is simple. I want to get as close to 100 hours a month as I can of streaming. That's kind of the golden amount here to build up an audience and get people interested, that kind of thing. And he's behind that rock, I guess. I don't know where the rest of my people are. They're way back there. Why is that medium? Why are there mediums back there in the... I have no idea why the mediums are sitting way back there. So if you look right here, see? Medium, medium. I think that's another medium here. Tank destroyer. Even the light's way back there. I don't understand. You know, they want to be if they want to be a sniper, then they should be in a tank destroyer. I'm sorry. So basically, I just need to stay here because I can't do anything else. Yeah, bag it. I'm not gonna sit here and... Come on, really? Whatever. Nobody else is doing anything anyways. Screw them. Sit there and just be a wallflower. Doesn't really help much. Oh yeah, it was my Stream Deck. I can't get that. It's just a matter of setting up, putting the updated web address in the WebSocket from the WebSocket in my OBS. Take about 30 seconds to do. This particular tank is a tier 7 light tank. So, and this one I don't think is yet fully upgraded. Not sure because I've been upgrading as I go. I don't think this one I got fully upgraded yet. I'll have to double check it when I should have checked it before I put it into battle, but it is what it is. It'll be okay. It's better once you get everything upgraded, then they do perform better in the different battles, and it allows you then to start building up the XP to purchase the next tank in the tech tree. Excuse me. Yeah, problem with this thing has got that whatever it is on top of the turret, and it has little to no armor on that thing. So somebody wants to hit you, and you think you're behind cover, and then that nipple on top of your head is sticking out. since there's an Aries in here, we're obviously a tier 8 match. Oh, come on, really? Yeah. I put too far into the... I probably knew better than that. Way too aggressive. Just wanted to do a little bit more body, and I didn't realize there were so many tanks there. Go figure. Oh, doggy's got a treat here. Alright. They're not winning anything right now. Look at this. Every tank that I played still needs to win. Ah, that's terrible. It happens. I mean, that is what happens sometimes in these games. Sometimes you've won 5 or 6 in a row. I did that with my artillery, not so much on Sunday, but I played a little bit on Saturday afternoon, just while I was, off stream. And I had just gotten the 5, the German tier 5, and I was, like I said, I was winning left and right, and now I can't win anything. All right, we're back to the Aries. I don't know. I'm not sure that I want to go all the way out and around like some of these guys are going to do. Yeah, I guess some are going to go that way, so I guess I'll stick with these guys. So we'll go on there all the way up and around as far as we can go until we start running into enemy red tanks. Or maybe not. Maybe just going to go up that way and stop. Why are they way up there? How are they up there? Dang it. Yeah, obviously light tanks, because they're the only ones that are fast enough to get up a hill like that. Whoa, somebody's got whacked for a big amount. Wow. That's me, actually, I think. That guy's about dead up there. Yep, only 42 left. One hit, and he's Conzo Law. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Somebody else could do that. They could be the guinea pigs. I'm not doing it. don't know where this guy's going. He decided to take a whole different tack, didn't he? It's because of these guys coming around the corner. We just got whacked. Oh, they're going that way. Look at the one right here, though. Yeah, I can't do anything against that guy, not when he's all down. No way. Somebody's got to get him so they can hit his torso. Especially his side or his backside, because that's the part that's going to take him out. Yeah, see right there. It's not a really great tank, but hauled down like that, hitting the head, that hammerhead part, you can't do anything. It's got a tremendous amount of armor right there. Let me go help the guys coming. We're pretty much cooked. Yeah. Yeah. Had no choice with that one. We got one tank left. At least I'm not the first tank out. That's a good thing. Still not a win though. Part is just driving me nuts. Back to the garage. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, he's back already. Alright. What to do, what to do, what to do. And I'm not blaming my team or anything today, because I've made some really bonehead mistakes. But yeah, the team hasn't been the strongest teams either. Not when you have you're the only one up and the rest of them are sitting back there, 200 meters back, can't see anything because they're all mediums and they're just doing nothing. So that's not a good sign. Let's see. Be the top. Be the only top player on both teams too. By experience earned, yeah, I'll never get that one. So I'm not even going to try. Those missions are dead to me. You are dead to me. I'm headed towards whatever that's called. Field? Yep. For as long as I'm alive, I'll stay up there and kind of orbit around, trying to get some spotting done. Only have a couple of lights and we're low tier, so we'll see how long we last. Tier 7 and a tier 9 game, we're not gonna last that long. Spotted 2 tanks. Yeah, but I'm 2 tiers down. I'll probably last another 4 or 5 minutes, maybe. Oh, I spotted 2 more. Nobody took a pot shot at me yet. Nothing more. I don't know what this guy's doing. Not doing his job, that's for sure. Look at the spotted damage I have already. 600 at 599 in spotted damage. All right, I gotta go over here for a minute. Wait for the repair kit to come back. Take a while. Still got 45 seconds or 38 seconds. Got hit pretty hard. Of course, I don't have a lot of health, and when a tier 9 hits you, you're gonna know it. You know, spotted a T20. There we go. E65 got damaged. I'm up to 1139 in spotted damage. Wow. Just wow. Yep, I'm gonna die here if I'm not careful. There it is. Ah. $1,700 in spotted damage alone. Wow. Yep. Okay. Like I said, it lasted longer than I thought it was going to in a tier 9 game. But that's one issue that I found with the tier 7s. Tier 7s tend to be in tier 8 or tier 9 matches almost. I won't say all the time, but probably a good 60-75% of the time. So yeah, and nothing you can do about it, right? There's nothing I can do about it. It's just the way the matchmaking always ends up being. So let's take a look here real quick. So we've got that's 37, so that just leads right into here. So it's not really anything that we're working on. The T20 though it can work on the Pershing and the T-69. So this is they're both medium. I thought there was a heavy tanks involved here, but nope, all mediums. But I'll probably go down this line because both of these would be good to have eventually. But you know, I'm going to need to be building up my credits big time. 7 million. Yep. So that's what, 14.8 million just for those two tanks alone. Not to mention all these other ones. And then let's see here. The T1 could go, but I'm not going down that line. Not right now. But I already own this line, so I guess I am going down this line from the T1, but that's a tier 5. And then we have this guy's here, which I ran last night. So I got 64 out of 200,000. Yeah. Okay. And then when it comes to the German tanks, okay. I was wondering why I needed to still play that one. This is the VK. And here are the two tanks I can go to from the VK. I've only got 1,655 on it right now. I do believe it's entirely, yeah, it is upgraded. Oh, no, it's not. Still need to do this one right here. All right, so I'm still working on this one, the VK, to get it fully upgraded. And Stug, also tier 5. Okay, so we got tank destroyers. And we got the VK, so let's go back to the garage. That's the VK. No, that's not it. That's what gets me confused. There's so many VKs with this. This is the VK 30, and it's a 530.01. And this is the VK 2801. Okay. We don't have tier 5s in this yet, so let's do this. Tier 5, so we need to grab that in there. Okay, here we go. So we don't need all these tier 5s, but it is what it is. So 2801 right here. Okay. So we might, I don't know how long we're going to be in this, obviously. Being a light tank, it might not be very long. But I will go ahead and take a break afterwards. I got to fix my Steam Deck. Not a big deal, but I got to fix it. And then grab a different drink. And then we'll be back at it. All right, this is mine. This is one of those that has the size of a postage stamp. So everybody likes to go right there in that hill. Right here. I don't like to go up there because it just, you know, if I go up there, I'll be in this game for like 3 minutes. So I usually try to, yeah, I think I'm going to actually go over this way because this is where there's a village over there. I usually go into the village and fight the other team. Usually there's at least one heavy that does this, goes down the road. So I'll try to support him. Be a good teammate. I'm not right next to him though. What? Who is hitting me? I'm a light tank. I'm supposed to have great vision, and no. Can't see anybody. So take that. Where is... Where is that guy? I don't know. He's right up there. He's up in that perch that they have. There's a perch, and I can't see him. But they're, where is that? Right here. That's where they're at. And they're hitting me from there. How can he still hit me? That makes no sense. Well, that's artillery, so that makes little sense. But yeah. All right, they already just went. No, there's two of them left. Okay, I thought he went bye-bye. I'm just waiting for my back to be able to get healed up, repaired, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you guys are just tank destroyers up there. Now they got something to shoot at. Let's see if I can. Nope, they still got me. Screw you. All right. Still looking for. Oh, what do you know? There is a victory in one of these things. Check it out. Got 4680. Oh, that's the one where I had all the spotting damage. Look at that. Because you get spotting damage even after you die. If you spotted them, that gives you that credit. Look at that. I spotted 6. I needed 3 more to spot, and I could have got the spotting scout medal. And I do anything else, but I got 2,022 spotting damage. And that's what you get right here. You get this medal spotter if you enable over 1,000 HP of damage. And obviously with that much, that's well over. And then there's some kind of progression here. Yep, whatever that is. Takes me to another piece of the pie here, or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. What I do as a team, probably not that much. Yeah, I was way down here because I didn't do any other damage. Didn't kill anybody. Fine, be that way. What? Oh, mines. We just won in mines too. Check that out. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot there. Yeah, whatever. All right. I'm sure there's different weights for these as we talk about how much, but I don't know what those are. Some of these guys that have a lot of technical knowledge about this game could probably tell you. But, I can't. That's not me. Okay. Let's see, the leopard. Let's see. I think that's one that I passed up already. The leopard. Yeah, that's the tier 5 in the leopard. So we're doing the 2801, which we just did that. Was that the one we still needed to have? No, it was not. I can't remember which one it was that we still needed some help on. Stoog, I think that one is also in need. Well, hang on. Hold on a minute. Which one do I already have then? Oh, this one. Tier 4. Wow. Okay. Tier 4. I must have used all. Yeah, I must have just got it upgraded. Yeah, whatever. All right. Just trying to remember which one it was we were talking about. Yeah, short-term memory. It's not what it was used to be in that one, because I know we've moved beyond some of their T20. No, because we got the Aries. Oh well, I'll have to figure it out. Now here, because we could work towards this guy, but we need 10,000, so we have to start that back up, and that's at 4, and I don't feel like messing with it right at the moment. And so I think the one I was thinking of is this guy. We haven't done anything with this, but we have 14,000. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and we did. We got the gun. Let's get us a little bit of speed here. We've got this one. Will give us let's see, 410 horsepower compared to 450. All right, let's go ahead and research. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And we purchase it, sell back for a grand total of 7. Oh, that's a ripoff, dudes. All right, then we need 8,300 to do this. And that would be, yeah, we have to pay some for it. I won't do that right now, but let's get a bit more XP in this guy. And yeah, we double it off, so let's try to double off one of our other tanks here first before we go back to that. We got plenty of time tonight. Actually, I'll tell you the truth. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get out. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be back, and then we'll go for the next hour. All right, be right back. All right, now we're back. So yeah, I got that Stream Deck all fixed. Just had to reconnect it to the OBS, and we're good to go. Fit to fight. Hoorah, hoorah. All right, so hang on just a moment. Let me. There we go. Just had to close the door to my office so we don't get an extraneous noise coming in. And I think we're just getting ready to fight the T-37 here. So that's our next choice. All right, let me check to make sure I got the music back on. Yeah, I think I did. We're good to go. All right. All right, yeah, so we never know how much the queue is going to be for the battle, right? How long it's going to be or anything like that. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's interesting how there's some certain tanks that if you are, you can go to 2 or 3 different lines from that one tank. So you play it, you get it upgraded, then you build up your XP, you buy a tank, then you can build up the XP, buy another tank, and theoretically build up the XP and buy a third tank. So yeah, that's one that's going to probably stay in the garage for a while. No reason to get rid of it when you have that many options branching off of one tank in the tech tree. All right, yeah, I'm not going to go down around. Right, if it goes, come on. This is the post. Right there, okay. Probably go up that way right here. Go off to the left. Yeah, there is a way you can go up there on that hill, but I found that, there's a lot of people that know that you're going up on that hill. It's a good way of losing a lot of health real quickly. What's that guy doing? I have no idea. I really don't. That lightning I just saw there. Yep, there they come. At least their other light. I could take them. One thing about with light tanks, other with light tanks, is speed is life. You don't really want to get into a head-to-head unless you're with another light tank or one that's been disabled, let's say. But I'm the only one out here, so I am not going to get in any kind of battles. Nobody else wants to go this way, then I don't think I should either. And it means that if there's any tanks coming from that direction, you're going to have a clear shot all the way down. Because you got this one tank just sitting there. Heavy. He can't do anything. He can't see squat. He's like nearsighted like crazy. Because where there's a light tank, there's going to be other tanks there too. What is he doing? Why is he doing whatever it is he's doing? See, there's a light tank there. Somebody trying to get me. They're not doing a very good job of it, but they're trying. This is pretty fast loading the Achilles. So that light tank's bugging out. fighting me and the other guy took him out. Good job. Hellcat. I hate those things. That was a blind shot. They don't know where we're at. There's another light tank around here somewhere. There was. And that is somebody does not know where they're at. Blind shot. Yep, I'm definitely not taking on a heavy tank. That ain't gonna happen. Yep. Brigade 30 down to 1. Hellcat's over here. That keeps hitting me. And all these guys are over here fighting. And we're up 4-2, so that's not too bad. Look at the timer too. We got 9 minutes and 40 seconds, so we got plenty of time. It's the first time in a long time I've done a blind shot and actually had it be useful. All right, we're up by 5 tanks, so. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this one. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few of us that still have no damage at all. What about them? Yeah, they're just sitting back there not doing anything, so why the heck not? He's not doing anything. Why not? Why do anything? With him? Why fight him when he's just sitting there doing nothing. Artillery's going to be over here, so might as well go and see what we can do. Oh, come. Freaking stupid people. Did that Achilles not see what I was doing? So what's he do? He stops or does whatever. Yeah, there he is. Individual playing team members, it just drives me nuts. Can't support anybody, can't take any chances. Let's sit back and just do nothing until the end of the game. That's just disgusting. All right, so I think the T20 is one that we needed to play, right? There's a T1. That's the one, T1 and T20. Okay, both of those. Okay, T1 and T20. I don't know how to get rid of those extras because in the console I can just go in here and, you know, make it an X, like hold it a number of times. Like I don't want rental vehicles, but I also don't want, you know, premiums. I don't know how I can do that. See right there, that's premium only. But how do I do it to where I don't, well, it says like put an X in it. I can do that in the, I don't want them showing it all, see? But I don't know how to do that. So, yeah. Because like on the console, I just have a control on the controller. I just hold it down or hit it three times or whatever, and then it will put an X through them, and then it'll take all the premiums out because I'm not playing premiums right now. But now it's just messing things up. I can't tell what's what. Okay. I also said a T1, did I not? Yeah, I did. I'm not sure I have that. Okay. Is that because it's a heavy tank? That's why. Now I got to open up the heavies. If I want to play that, and then it's just that much more than is. I have now the Powlex in there. The M's, the M2, the M3, all these things I don't care to play. Not because I don't want to play them, but it doesn't do me any good because I need to play the tier 10 because that goes to the tier 11. I've already got the, what is that, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, I think I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have like 5 tanks for that line and for the one of the German tank destroyer lines. I don't know if there's more than one, but okay, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Right, we're one tier down. Not too bad. At this level, the difference between a tier 5 and tier 6 isn't that great. So when, like I said last night, it's when you get into the bigger numbers, the 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, those are the ones that are a little bit more problematic. Just because the difference between an 8 and a 9 is big, and between an 8 and a 10 is huge. So, but a difference between a 5 and a 6 is kind of negligible in my mind. I might have needed to go down the coastline there on the other side. There's a lot of tanks here. I think I might do that. Might be a little Johnny come lately if I do, but we've only got one artillery this time around. Okay. Every game's different. Every battle's different. Yeah, that's what I meant. There's like going to be tanks there already. That guy is on the wrong side of the... He's just spotting. That's all he's doing. See, the heavies are already in place down there. Why do you have the SOS out already? Huh? I'm the one getting whacked. Yep. He's going SOS, and I'm the one getting pummeled. Yeah, not very good. The stream is fine, but the playing is crap tonight. I have played over and over and over again and lost over and over and over again. It's just not good. So you got one victory here. I've had maybe, yeah, for the entire night I've had, that's my second victory. Can you imagine? And I'm still playing. I'm still glutton for punishment. This is maybe the second time we won, you know, because we get 8 of these to begin the night. I still got 6 of them left, so. Well, that's pretty cool. I had this one win. It was pretty. I liked it. I thought it was cool. It's the way you're supposed to play a light tank. Where is that here? Oh, mine was a victory. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So, yep. And then back here, I had one. What was that? Yeah. Pokarova. Look at this. 2022 spotting damage. that was good. That was good. I will say this was like the first, might have been the first win of the entire night, but this was good. I had spotted 6 tanks, and I was able to. The damage on those tanks was up to over 2,000. So just from my spotting alone, and that's why I got 4681. Oh, okay, so maybe there were 3. 64.99 just on that one. And I think this guy is the one that was there, and it needs a little bit of an upgrade. So let's see if we can't. Don't know if it's going to work or not, because I don't know how much upgrading needed. Yeah. Oh, looks like he needs a little bit more than that. Altogether, he's got 61. Oh, we'll do that. That's fine. Got to exchange a little bit of free XP for cost, of course. This is wargaming after all. Come on, I gotta wait for that thing to fade. It's just annoying. I should go somewhere else, or put this over here. Because when the tank one's over here, so it's not a big deal, but the modules are always over here, and it gets covered over by that financial. All right, 8,300 it is. Let's do this. Purchase. Sell back. There we go. Now we're fully upgraded. I think I start working towards the Bulldog. That Bulldog's a nice tank. That tier 8, just a strong light tank. Very good tank. There's a premium version of it, Brazilian Bulldog. Oh my gosh, thing's a beast. All right. Well, so let's see. Let's go. Where is that one? 220. Here we go. All right. Uh-oh. Hope it's not too much. Sickness-wise, I mean. Hope you're not doing too badly. There is an actual command for that. I'll put it in there for you. Oop. Alright, that's me. I know why I have an avatar. No, not really. That's not the reason I have an avatar. But, yeah. I actually just started drawing on my retirement. I already had a pension I was getting paid. I already had 401k that I could draw from whenever I wanted to because of my age. And I am now able to draw Social Security. I just started that actually this month. I still work, so I had to wait till I was my full retirement age, which means there's no penalty for I can work as much as I want now and still draw that Social Security. So what I'm doing, I'm not making a lot. I am a college professor after all, but still I make all right. Well, between all the stuff that I get, my pension and my 401k there, and my salary and my Social Security, I'm doing okay. All right, yeah. These guys are going. These guys are leaving, so that's cool. Hit his armor. I froze. Yeah, there's too many of them here. It's only just me here, right? Yeah. I don't know where everybody else is. And they're back there, no, or over on the other side of the maps, I guess. So I am not going to stay here. Better part of Valor and all that. I don't know who's spotted me, but that's too bad. A guy right over there. That's who. Oh, you're what? And that bounced. That's his weak spot right there. Yeah, that right there on the top of the. Any tank that has a turret like that, with that round thing, that hatch on the top, that's always going to be the weak spot. So I don't even know that tank very well, but I know because of the way that is shaped, that is the weak spot. And again, I'm not sticking around for those guys that take me out. So screw it. I'm out of here. Nobody else can be over there to help me, so why should I be the sacrificial lamb? I'm going to go here where everybody else is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help out best I can. And of course, I'm spotted because we're right here. Duh. YOLOing around. Come on. Stop pussyfooting around. Just get in there and shoot the guy. Help me down below. Gotta get over here. Ah. Need some help. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? Of course, there's nobody over there to give him any kind of grief. You'd be freaking kidding me. Yeah. Nope, I'm not going to say that on the stream. How much I make? It's college professor money. Let's put it that way. You can always look it up and see what the average is. And I work at a community college, by the way. Nope, that's not a question I'm going to answer on stream. Nothing personal, but that's not what I'm not going to answer that. Let's just say I make about 1/3. Well, not quite that, but somewhere in that neighborhood of what I used to make when I worked in industry. So, in order to do this job, I had to sell my house and use that proceeds to pay down my debts. I paid off my cars, etc., etc. I had paid down my credit cards already, so I was, in all honesty, I was already getting ready for this and didn't know it. And so I don't owe anything on my cars. I pay my, utilities, rent, and insurance for the vehicles, and that's pretty much it. So we got our how much is going out of pocket down to where I could afford to teach, because this is why I got my advanced degree, was to be able to teach. I teach college students. I'm at a community college that covers about 25 or 30 counties in Nebraska, which is bigger than some states. And we have about 20,000 students over three campuses and about 5 different what we call centers. So we're in Grand Island, Hastings, Columbus, Nebraska. Those are all Nebraska locations. That's where our campuses are, and we have some other main centers in Lexington and Kearney, Nebraska as well. I didn't know how big they were when I took the offer. What I mean by that is I took the offer and said yes, I would do it, and then I found out that the campus that I'm working at here in Hastings, Nebraska, actually has, for community college, has dormitories. And I'm like, that's weird, because in my home state there are no community colleges that have dormitories that they live on campus. So it was pretty unique. So basically, the atmosphere here is almost like a 4-year university, even though it's only a 2-year university. That's what I mean by community college, if you're not familiar. We do associate degrees here. $1,000 to $2,000 a year? Where do you live that you can survive on that kind of money? Now, let's just say I make more than that. Yeah, I make more than that, quite a bit more actually. But I live in the United States, so you have to have wage is different for every location. There are some cities where you make what I make and you would be living on the street. And there are other cities you make, like Hastings here. Yeah, I make what I make. I could probably, if I wanted to, I could actually have a house. We didn't buy a house here, mostly because I wasn't sure how long I was going to be here, and also I have 2 artificial knees. My wife has back issues. Her knee is one of her knees is artificial. We didn't want to do anything with any kind of lawn work. We didn't want to have to deal with the snow removal in the winter, all that stuff. We just couldn't do it, So we decided to. We live in an apartment building. We have 2-bedroom apartment. Very nice people here. We're very nice as far as management, and wife is very social now. She goes down every morning and sits down there and chats. And she has her hobby that she does. She puts puzzles together and she sells them for like $40-$50. And then I do this and teach. So yeah, we're good. Yeah, I don't know what that is. 1 to 2,000 a month, a week. What is that? What's the interval there? It probably depends on where you live too, right? Look at that in front of me. I've never seen that. Come on. What is going on here? The driver is like dead, I guess, so better revive him. That's that Powlack tank. Tier 6. Yeah, Tier 6. Ooh, that one just got whacked. Alright, yes, of course there's somebody behind me shooting at me. Once again, no help whatsoever. Alright, whatever. Let's move on. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Nothing to see here. No gawking. Let's go. No blood. No nothing. Yeah, and the other thing about my current job is I get paid once a month. So I'm back in the military. When I was in the military, I only got paid once a month. So yeah, much different than before, because I was getting paid every other week, every 2 weeks in my job, my business job, business related stuff. So yeah, big difference. All right, I'm just trying to see where we want to play next. Okay. Do the T20 again. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm going to do 4 hours in my head because that's what we've been doing over the weekend. But now, Monday through Thursday, my schedule is going to be 3 hours. It used to be only 2. But I added the extra hour because I want to get closer to that 100 hours a month mark. And if you figure 4.2 weeks in a month, which is what they are, then yes, I am getting right at that 100 by doing what I'm doing. If you only figured 4 weeks, which actually there's always more than less you're in February, then yeah, I would only do like maybe, I don't know what that is. I think it works out to something like 98 or something like that. It's actually 24 times 4 if you just do by times 4. So yeah, like 96 hours. but 4.2 actually gets you to a little over 100. Did the math, like 100.8 or something like that. So hence the new or current schedule. And of course, you always got time when you're not able to do it because you're not feeling well, or because it's vacation day, or doctor's appointments, or whatever the reasoning. So, yeah, that happens too. Vacation times, like probably spring break, which for me is March 9th through whatever that Friday is. Those are the dates that I'll have off. I'll be home in Michigan. I might be able to do one thing, but I wouldn't have my music probably. I wouldn't have a lot of things because that's set up on my desktop right now. So I would have to do a lot of configuring for my laptop. My laptop could do it. It's a pretty powerful laptop, but I just don't know if I want to mess with it, to tell you the truth. We'll see. Maybe I'll have time to do it. Because you have to get all the plugins and OBS. You have to get the, like my music player. I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? Jeez, I thought I was. Yep, they're going to get me. I'm pretty much a dead man walking. Come on, get moving. Yep, track's it. I'm dead. Yep. Why does it say dead for? It's supposed to be done for. Why aren't these guys Sabaton? My mod's supposed to have the Sabaton voices. I don't know why. That worked for a little while, but it doesn't work anymore. It must be something to do with the mod that I chose. Must not be working right now. Maybe because we had the update with the Aries. That might have messed some things up. I know that when we had the update, none of my mods worked until the people that have put out the mods updated them to the current version of World of Tanks. Oh, that's not a victory. Lakeville. Oh, that's the one I just at where nobody was helping me. All right, well, all right, now we're getting there. That's 4. 4 wins over a hour and 40 minutes of a stream so far. That's just the way it goes. All right, T1. I think we're good. Yep. Okay. Yeah, like I say, I don't want all these premium tanks, not at all. So we'll go back to the Aries. And we'll see how some of these have done that I need to kind of write them down, is really what it boils down to, all these different tanks that I'm working. In all actuality, there could be other tanks too, like the tier 4s that could work. But probably what I end up doing is, having a filter for the tier 4s and 5s, and then a filter for the 6, 7, and 8s or something like that. So, I flip back and forth. It doesn't take very long just to pop a few, click on a few boxes, and then you've got your filter, and then that way you don't have to keep trying to go through all those tanks that are sitting there. Especially if you're not going to play like half of them, or at least a good third of them, right? Well, this is all a tier 8, so we don't have to worry about any higher tier tanks. Supreme Commanders. Look at that. Is that right? 8? No. 700 and something on one, 6 something on the other. Oh, that said 8. Like, what? 800 tanks. What are you freaking doing when you have 800 tanks? How big is your garage? Of course, that's only what that means is either owned or researched. Doesn't mean they're in your garage. So you could have sold a lot of them off. It's because when you go down the tank line, a lot of times you move to the next one. You might just move all the crew into the new one, take the other crew, put them into the barracks, and then basically sell that tank off. And that still means you researched it, and you've owned it, so that goes on that total there, and I'll show you that in a few minutes how that works, where that's from. I have a dog tag, but it's not Supreme Commander. The next one after what I have is what do they call that? Weapons Master? No, Armor Master Armor or something like that. I forget, but yeah, it's like at 200 tanks. Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. But I have some friends of mine, friends. I watch their streams, so acquaintances, and they follow my stream. I follow them. But this one guy, he's got like tier 11s up to Ying Yang, and tier 10s, tier 11s. I'm like, wow, a lot of tanks, dude. He's been playing it a long time, and he played it with his father for the longest time. I tore that guy up. At least that did a little bit of damage there. Yep, 543. Backing up, I'm backing up. Not gonna keep you from backing up. I think they've gone away, dude. I don't know why you're worried. That guy's getting whittled down, isn't he? Just like our guys go back there and just sit there back there. They're doing the same thing. Trying to get it up on a hill so they can see. Because they're tank destroyers. That's kind of what they do. See, our guys, they're not back quite that far back anymore, but a few battles ago, that's what they did to me. They sat back there and watched me die. All right, we're up 10 to 5. Damage upon spotting, huh? That's interesting. For an Aries. Okay, who's hitting me? There is a tank back here that we missed. Yep, there is. Thanks for shooting me. At least now we know where you're at. You wouldn't have shot me. You'd still be alive, dude. We still had 231 rounds left. Wow. One. Defeat. I think this victory I had already. Yep. Was the oh, awesome. That's not the Aries, so that's not no Aries. Here. Yeah, that's a BK. Why is it? We noticed that the other day in one of the streams. Is that why does it say Aries right here, but it's the BK 30 down 01? What in the world? I have no idea why it does that. It must be some kind of a bug. So that BK 30 down 01. Where are you? Wahia. Yeah, well, that's the one. But that is nothing. Like, yeah, look at that. There's no way that that even looks like the Aries. So some programmer got something wrong there. Because it was same thing. I think it said something. I forget what it was, but it was like a light tank. And it said something totally different. I'm like, that's not that tank. What in the world? Okay, so I think we did get most things we wanted to get doubled. Got them doubled. Yep. And you don't want. Yeah, exactly. I wish I knew how to do that with the playlist. Maybe that's the way of doing it. I do this off stream, but create a playlist, and then we don't have to worry about all these premiums that we really don't want to play, right? At least not right now. Even the elites. This is not a premium tank, but it's elite because you can see here, right there, elite heavy tank. It's because we own the next tank. It's fully upgraded, and we own the next tank. So that makes that elite. I think I might play some tier 4s. Let's do that. Let's just get rid of this. Yep, X. And then the tier 4. There we are. There's a little Stoogie. That's really the only one we want to play, though, I think. Unless we want to play the M3. I don't think we do. Tier 4. Yeah, M3 is already way down there. But this tier 4, I don't know if I have that. The doesn't look like it do. No, I'd have to. But that's that would take you to the Wolverine up here. He already had these, so I think I might have sold that back some time ago. Because I was already playing this when I came back in around Christmas time. Okay, so tier 1, yep. It's tier 1. I would keep saying it. T1. Yeah, I probably do want to go down this one. So play the T1, T1, whatever the heck it is. But for right here, these guys, this is the. And that's the German. If we go into the German here, that's up here. So we already started going down this line. So now we get some more, build up some more XP so we can then go down this line. And we already have this. So then we have to do this. So I hesitate to play the 10 a lot because it's always really expensive to repair these boogers. Found it out in the onslaught. It was, oh my gosh. So better off to maybe play this line here. This tank destroyer line. There's actually two right next to each other, right? So yeah, that's the one that takes you to the Jagdpanzer E100. That it's a huge beast of a tank. Look at that. Look at that. Like, covered in armor. And the one on the console actually has two barrels. And you shoot, and then you hit the button, and it goes over to the secondary barrel. So that really surprises people sometimes. They have this big tank that can shoot twice in a row. Now the second is not nearly as powerful as the main gun, of course. The secondary gun, after all. All right, so here I come up on another break real quick. More for just stretching the legs out. Got to get the kinks out of these artificial knees. Get things moving. There's a Supreme. Oh, I did forget to do that. Supreme Commander. Yay. Whoopee. Chief of the Armorer, I think. Chief Armorer or something like that's the next one. Lower, and then what I have. Whatever I have. Forget what it is. The lowest one, you only need like 50 tanks. So that's why I have it. We're in the southern part, so yeah, kind of an even break, huh? It used to be a Stug, something looks like this kind of. I don't know if they have it here in the PC, but when I played console, I had it. It was called the Hidden, and they actually had actually put things on the tank to get the profile down to nothing, and then they would put all kinds of extra stuff on it to make it blend in, and then when it blended in, it would ambush the Allied forces. So that's why it was called the Hidden. Screw you, dude. Yeah. Bite me. How am I getting hit right there? He can't even see me, and he's still hitting me. Bite me. You think? what is going on here? Oh, okay. Well, this is only tier 4, so a lot of times in a tier 4, they will have a 9 on 9 instead of 15 on 15. I forgot about that. Because it's considered very low, a relatively low tier, right? And obviously everybody on, you can tell by looking at the red and green, everybody is same tier. See where the last tank is. Way over there. Yep, getting demolished by our team. Okay. Another victory. Okay, I think we'll take a break. Well, here, before we do that, let's take a look at this. Yep, that's the victory. Oh, right here. Might as well add it in just. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. All right, so when we go over here, right here, it shows my stuff. See these guys right here? Here's the animated dog thing. So Tank Master. Tank Master says that owning 50 vehicles by either achievement by researching or owning 50 vehicles. All right. The next one is the Chief of Armor, and that, of course, it says by researching or owning 200 vehicles. To unlock this dog tag, vehicles left 87. So I have well over 100 right now, 113. So I need 87 more to get Chief of the Armor. But look at this one. That's 200. This is 450 to get Supreme Commander. So I need 337. So it's not going to happen overnight, right? It's not going to happen next week. But it could happen, yeah. Because, you know, as you move through these various, you know, tech trees, you're researching and owning a lot of different tanks. So somebody that has gone through and actually has an entire country's worth, in at least in the console, they call that technical engineer for that country. So if you look, just as an example, look at the look how many tanks are here. I never added these up, but look how many tanks there are. Okay, and that's just for one country. Now, of course, Germany, U.S., Soviet. Oh, they got tons of tanks, right? Big time powerhouse. Now, when you look at Italy, or no, France here, they have a few. They have, you know, a lot as well. But look at the Czech. Yeah, you can count them: 4, 12, 13, 14, 15. Only 17 tanks. Those 17 tanks will get you the entire Czechoslovakian line. Same thing here. A few more for the Japanese. And this is the Chinese. But then you get into this, yeah, same thing. I don't know why that percentage is down. I don't know. Oh, interesting. 15%. Okay. A little bigger than others. And this is the Italian line, I believe. And then here we got Swedish. Yep, see, I own some of these. And I'm working on the UDES here. I have all of I don't have the 11, of course, but I got through to 10 in the console. And then you have these mediums here and here. Now this is Italy. This must be Poland. And then this is the Italy. So obviously these smaller countries have fewer tanks. But yeah, can you imagine somebody having all of these, having, you know, all American and all German? You'd definitely be Chief of Armor. Definitely would be. Okay, let's take a break and we'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Okay, we are back. Back. All right, this is the last hour, more or less. A little bit less than an hour. So, yeah, we'll be done in a little bit. So let's go ahead and push on. And so we got that one off. I think we're good there. Let's see. I want to check something here. I think we're good. I just need. Oh, excuse me. Oh wow, I had some chewing gum and on the wrong plate. Okay, yeah, so we need a 12 because we want to get to the 3G, and then we're working. I don't know. I guess we're going that way. But yeah, usually something else to play. But yeah, I'm definitely going to consider making one of these, making a playlist. And I can make a grinding playlist, just a whatever playlist. All right, but let's reset these back to where they kind of were. Got this one and this one, and then 6. Okay. Doggy's got something for us. Foreign delicacy. Don't know what that is for. I know what it is, but I don't know how to get access to them. I think they're in something. They're in one of this. I don't know, something like personal reserves, and so this one says I have some things I can go ahead and do. All right, not as helpful as like 100% or 300%, but it's better than nothing. Better than losing them, I guess, because they do expire. I guess at least some of them do. All right, so here we are again. Tell you what, I am going to play some of these. They're just getting, might as well. A little repetitious. Let's just change it up a little bit. Play some of those Premier tanks, and those are the ones that I bought, or I may have been given to me, like in a box or whatever. But more than likely, I probably purchased them back in the day when I was playing it intermittently. I was playing it on the PC a little bit. Not doing it very good because I didn't know how to control the tanks or anything like that. So I always would try, but it was abysmal. So I always end up going back to the Xbox, to the console. But when I started playing this on Christmas, then that's when I realized I could actually control the tanks now. It was thanks to all that time I played on the PC, the Minecraft, moving the guy around is the same four uh, controls that you use for tanks. The W and then the ASD. There actually are also on Minecraft, like there is here. There's hotkeys you can set up. You know, call them key binds. You set them up according to like how you like to play, and there's different ones depending on how you have your game set up. It could have some mods in there and stuff. So then you'd update your keybinds accordingly. Why is that so slow? Ooh, what is? I'm thinking about turning the physics down a little bit so I don't have to worry about all that stuff flying around. Yeah, see, I'm thinking too far back. Pardon me. I do apologize. Should have hit the mute button before that happened. Kind of came up all of a sudden. See, they're on the low side of that hill, so I can't get any hit on them. In other words, they know how to play this map. It's like there's no one coming down. At least nobody spotted coming down the other way, this way. So they must all be on the other side of the map. Kind of boring. Really? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, why is the pretzel all of a sudden not playing? It's. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. Huh. No, it's actually the music, not that one. It's not good. Did it get turned off? Oh, it certainly did. That's on me. I think I turned it off at the break and I forgot to turn it back on. Sorry about that. It's meant just to be ambient music, not meant to be anything other than just background. Okay, another tank destroyer. I have quite a few tank destroyers that are premium tanks. I have the Jag Tiger 88. That's a tier 8 tank destroyer. I have these two. These are both tank destroyers. I have some Swedish tank destroyers. We got quite a few right here. And of course, I am at the bottom of the barrel. This is the tier 9 match. Now we're going to load up. I only have 5 of them. We're going to load up some of the premium rounds. See if that helps. They won't. Well, one can only hope. This one nice thing about this tank is it's pretty fast for a tank destroyer at least. Yeah. Fog or mist. Or is that just a... Oh, it looks that way. Yeah, that's the difference. Another difference between the PC and the Xbox. It's like, wait a minute. Now my music's not showing again, but it was just changing over to tracks. Right up here at this end of the bridge is a good place to just hang out as a tank destroyer. Be careful, you're spotted, you're going to take some damage. Just the way it is. Yeah, bite me. wonder what that is. What is that tank? FSV? Don't even know what country that would be. Oh well. C'est la vie. C'est la guerre. Here it is, Tier 8, Jag Tiger. I'm never getting rid of this one, so I guess we'll do this one. See, we got 2D stuff. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, just making it look pretty. Too bad I hope that Womble was beyond. I wanted to show him my new feature in my music player. It's got it actually has a background now. It's I can change the opacity. So oh, I hate this map. I'm going up there. That's where tank destroyer should be. No matter how many that we have. Definitely going to change it because I had changed it out for being artillery to get rid of the city maps. Yep, look at this light tank up here. 4 different tank destroyers. Excuse me? Get the heck out of my way. Can't see anything. This stupid map. And they always, like, just like with my artillery, they always move as soon as I'm getting a beat on them. How many freaking tanks are going to be hitting me all at the same time? Screw it. Why not? Keep playing these things. All right, Complex Hub, thank you. Thank you for, yeah, Stream Analyst says join. I gotta change that for, well, yeah, I guess it is joining. FuzzyNation, thank you for becoming part of the nation. Appreciate that. We now have 531 followers. What is this map again? I forget. Abbey Normal is what it is. Oh, since we're over here, we might as well. This thing's got like no armor whatsoever. See that open top there? Nothing. So because of that, I'm not going to get very far down. I will lead from the back. Let's put it that way. Yep, went out in the open, did one of my dumb moves. Nope, nothing there. I thought maybe that courtyard was open. Get a quick shot. Yep, we got some things coming this way. Come on. Problem is I don't have a turret like that guy does. I am just moving the entire tank. Nice. Bugging out. And here I thought I had the Eye of Sauron back too. I don't know what happened with my mods. Don't know. Some are working just fine. Others seem like they don't want to install. Yep, we already got one of their tanks. Guess. Oh no, we got 6. I was thinking 14 as being one left, but no, it's wrong. That's the wrong thinking. Wrong thinking. And all they got left is just to find our last tank. Yeah, I don't know why exactly, but it looks like I'm still not hearing when I test it. I hear the alert, 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 the sound, but for some reason when I'm running it through and I'm doing it live, I see it, but I don't hear it. So I don't know why. I mean, I'm just glad I have it going because it wasn't until like a few weeks ago that I actually got the alerts to work. I still don't know why the sound's not coming through, unless I have it turned down too much or something. Could be. Because the music has to go, it's played on my computer, so it's going through my monitor speaker, and I don't want it to go into the Yeti microphone because I don't want it to be recorded. So I have it turned down, so that might very well be it. So I've yet to be able to figure out how I can have the music going through OBS, but not having it come out my speakers. I tried to move it to just a different monitor, but it didn't really work. It still goes through, so can't quite figure that one out. I haven't really been able to do that. But actually, when you joined, I actually saw it on my iPad. I didn't even notice it or hear it go through the OBS, so I don't know. Confused. I had a guy that set up did the artwork, and he said he was going to set it up for me. It never worked, and so I tried to do it through Twitch's alert box, and that never worked. So then I got rid of that, and I actually just went out and got a whole different set of graphics from Stream Elements themselves, and that eventually that worked. But yeah, I'm still not real satisfied with what I have. I'll keep probably changing it until I find something that works and the sound actually comes through. There's a lot of people that make those different graphics, right? Stream Elements has a bunch of them, but there's also like one that's I don't know what they call themselves. It's like owned. It's OWN, and then the E is backwards. It's a 3D, and they have a whole lot of different overlays and everything that you can get. So it's way too many choices, is what it boils down to. That's why every streamer pretty much has their own. One that I watch every day, she has one. She has her picture. She goes, "If I was a bag of chips, I'd be this." She's pointing at Lay's, and that's the follower alert. Kind of interesting. And she has different alerts for different things, obviously, like any other alert box. But it's custom like that. I thought that was kind of cute. Where am I? Oh, I see. I was thinking I was going in. I didn't recognize where I was spawning in, I guess. Yeah, I don't want everybody's going that way. Except for our guy that's basically camping out here. I think we do need at least the token tank destroyer over here. I don't know what that heavy's doing. He's sniping again. Heavy sniper. The rare breed, since it doesn't exist. People want to play it that way, but there is no such thing. You know what he's trying to do. And he's trying to get over here and spot the already what he's trying to do. Maybe that artillery is actually spotted because that light tank got so close. So I turned the physics down. When I ran into those, they would just disappear. Yeah, I can't be where I'm supposed to go. There's nobody over here, so we're gonna get whacked anyways. Like 4 or 5 tanks coming this way. Yeah. 4 or 5 tanks. What I'm going to do, there's nobody there. And that heavy's gone because he was just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. right, let's go back to a tank that moves around a little bit. That might be a little better. And usually I have something, from the stream I can actually think, oh, I'll make a clip out of that, or I'll make a small video out of it. This stream, unfortunately, nada. There's nothing that I can think of. Well, I guess I'll tag along with the heavies and mediums. This is a tier 9 game, so I'm 1 tier down. Like I said, when I'm a 5 and it's a 6 game, different than if I'm an 8 and it's a tier 9. Tier 9s are much stronger than a tier 8. The way it is. The way of it. Get you. Yeah, we got a whole scrum here, huh? Look at this. We already taken a lot of two of their tanks. I should say not a lot, but they still have 3, 4, like 4, 5, or 6, something like that here. Still, that one there is about ready to go. Screw you. Ugh. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright. Yeah, why not? That's why, because I don't have it set up. I don't feel like messing with it. I thought we had doubled this guy off. T20. Yeah, he's an important one. Thought we were going to go down this line here. And next thing is Pershing, but we need to get him working a little bit. Come on, you can do it. Member up, ready to go. Hoorah, hoorah. nobody going that way. One right tank. Are you kidding me? Talk about lemming train. One tank goes that way, and then they all go that way. We're gonna get killed back doing this, but we gotta have at least a couple tanks over here. Okay, I didn't hurt myself. Yeah, we're way outnumbered here. I kind of knew it was going the wrong direction, but not much I could do about it. That's a loss because they're on that one side of there's nobody there, and they had like what 5 or 6 tanks. So all they're going to do is just go right down that line, go right into the game, right into the base, and then have 4 tanks on there and take it in a matter of like 15 seconds. Unfortunately. All right, probably my last game tonight. Let's see. Yeah, outpost. Not gonna go in the middle. Gonna fight around the edges, I think. Definitely around the edges. Probably go down around this way here to the right. Probably make it to around here, and then there'll be their tanks. Did not move fast enough for me. That one barely got back. You, dude. Get somebody else for a change. That YOLO, he's not going to do anything. Come on. How did I miss that? I have no idea. Don't know how I missed them. Boy, yes, one of the tanks that I actually have marked on the console, so eventually I'll get that, hopefully. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to you later. Same time tomorrow night. Thank you.